It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so there's a lot of business to tend to in the heavyweight division, a lot of things happening in the heavyweight division. The Saudis are back at it again, cutting checks and giving the fighters that good old Arab money, But, I'm a little frustrated because I thought that when Anthony Joshua fought again, and I thought that when Filip Hrgovic fought again, that their next fight was going to be for the vacant IBF title, right? But that's not what's happening. Oh, no. We couldn't just have that. We couldn't just have AJ versus Hrgovic next. Nope. Instead, we're going to get another circus show. And honestly, all respect to Francis Ngannou, I respect him as a professional, but it's nonsense. This is all Tyson Fury's fault. I am legit. I can't root for nor like Tyson Fury the way I used to like him. I'm still a fan, but he's still an intro to my channel for Christ's sakes. But he's not a guy that I'm really too fond of these days because all that's happening right now with this fight with Joshua and Ngannou all comes back to the fact that Tyson Fury pissed the bed and fought like trash against Francis Ngannou. So now Anthony Joshua is going to fight Francis Ngannou. They haven't dropped the details for when the fight's going to happen, but the first press conference will be 9 days from the time he's shooting this video. It's January 6th I'm shooting this, so it'll be January 15th in London. So listen, man, I understand why it's happening. Anthony Joshua versus Ngannou is a big money grab. It's truly down to the money. It's really down to the cash. But with the way Eddie Hearn was yapping his mouth and Anthony Joshua was yapping his mouth and flapping his gums about how he has this burning desire to be champion, then after all the people that keep telling me that Filip Hrgovic can't beat him, right? What's he do? He's fighting an MMA fighter. And this all also comes back down to Tyson Fury's bad performance against Ngannou, and it also comes back down to the fact that the WBC has him ranked number 11 in the rankings. So now they can actually justify fighting Francis Ngannou. So, look, I got nothing bad about Francis. I'm not mad at Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou fought brilliantly against Tyson Fury. Francis Ngannou's a professional. I respect to him. I respect everything he's got going on. He's a great world-class athlete. My gripe's not really with Francis Ngannou. Everyone else took him as a joke except him. He was a professional and he trained hard for the Fury fight. I'm sure he'll do the same to fight his fellow Nigerian brethren, Anthony Joshua, right? But my gripe is more so with the fact that Anthony Joshua made it seem like he was going to fight for the title next. And the title was going to be against Hrgovic because the IBF already mandated that when Fury and Usyk inevitably do the rematch, because they're going to do a rematch because there's too much money on the line, that belt's not going to be on the line for the rematch. It goes vacant. Joshua fights or Hrgovic fights the next highest contender next, which was Joshua. And look, the fight can still happen. Joshua can still fight Hrgovic later on in the year, so the fight's not dead in the water. But now it's like, okay, if you're having the press conference in January, let's say you fight, I don't know, March or April. Regardless, Hrgovic has to fight for that title next with or without AJ, right? So I went ahead and I looked to see maybe if he doesn't fight Anthony Joshua next for the title, and if that's not a thing anymore, what could be next for Hrgovic in those rankings, right? So I looked. When I saw the rankings, Hrgovic is 1. Joshua beat Only, who was 2, right? So he's going to go above him. Joshua was 3. Sliding into number 4 was actually Joseph Parker. Now, I like that fight a lot as far as a boxing fan. I think it's actually a tougher fight for Hrgovic because Joseph Parker is one of the most match-fit heavyweights in the world. He's been fighting actively and consistently and stepping up competition gradually as well. I think Joseph Parker is in that stage of his career where he's gotten the experience, he's been champion, he's been in the big fights, but now he's got a great coach, Andy Lee. I feel like Joseph Parker might actually want to be in a tougher fight for Hrgovic than Anthony Joshua because of the hand speed, the power he's got, the quickness he's got, the experience he's got. Tough guy to deal with for anybody in the heavyweight division, right? So that fight might be next for Hrgovic. And, it is worth noting that Joseph Parker at one point in time was offered the IBF mandatory spot, the eliminator, to fight Hrgovic, and he turned it down. So it's not beyond Parker to turn down a Hrgovic fight if the money isn't to his liking, right? So if he does that again, and look at number 5. Number 5 is actually Jared Anderson, and that would be his chance to take the fight. And maybe, just maybe, we get Hrgovic versus Jared Anderson for the world title, and that would probably be one of the best build-ups and rivalry fights we could get in boxing. So there's no shortage of options. If Anderson turns it down, you continue to go on the list. Maybe he fights Frank Sanchez. But either way, look, there's no easy rise when you're fighting for a world title. Hrgovic is going to get a shot this year. It's just that, will it be against Joshua? Now, as far as, Hrgovic could fight, realistically, he could fight either Parker in a non-title fight, or maybe it's a title fight. I don't know. There's just so many moving parts here, but taking it back to Joshua, I don't really like this is such a waste of time. I mean, I'm not gonna fault AJ. AJ's been active. He's been doing what he can to put himself in the best position to be heavyweight champion again. But it's just like, bro, what is this? Like, what is this nonsense? Like, this is so, like, I don't want to use certain words in here because I don't want YouTube to like demonetize me or anything like that. But like, it's just so unnecessary. It's just so like, why? So it's like, for Anthony Joshua even taking this fight, I hope Francis Ngannou knocks him out. What's going to be funny is these fighters are going to keep fighting Francis Ngannou, and I'm going to become I'm already kind of a Francis Ngannou fan. The way he fought Fury, it was hype. He had me hype. He did his damn thing. He was a professional. He fought to the best of his abilities, and I thought he actually beat Fury, right? So if you want to look at it on a more optimistic side, if you thought Ngannou won like I thought he did, then really, Anthony Joshua was fighting the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. So maybe I shouldn't be upset. Maybe I should stop being a boxing nerd for 5 seconds and stop being a boxing purist for 5 seconds, and let's give Francis Ngannou respect as a world-class fighter. Because shit, if you can come off the street in your pro debut and beat up on Tyson Fury the way he was doing it, then there is no reason to stick my nose up like the ass as some sort of snobbish boxing fan at Francis Ngannou. He's a real fighter. So may the best man win. I wanted to see Fury, Joshua versus Hrgovic next, but if I don't get that, then okay. Hrgovic versus Parker will suffice, because Joseph Parker's hype has never been at a higher level than it's at now. He just beat Wilder about as easy as anybody's ever defeated Wilder. So I would love Hrgovic versus Parker next, and we'll see if the chips fall where they may. Regardless, look, you guys know me. I've been big on Filip Hrgovic for years. And I'll continue to be big on Hrgovic. I think it doesn't really matter if it's Usyk, Joshua, Parker. I think whenever he gets his shot, he's gonna find a way to win, and he'll be champion. But that's the news. Anthony Joshua is fighting Francis Ngannou, and Filip Hrgovic will be left in limbo as to what it is he will do next. So make of that what you will. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.